How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RIDDLES, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves some rumors, news, and all things in between to talk about. So let's get started right away. We're going to be kicking off with this post right here from none else than, of course, Riddler Khu. If you guys do not know who Riddler Khu is, he is actually a genuine leaker. This man has genuine leaks, real leaks, and while he's given us a secret message, an encoded message, and he specifically used ChatGPT to do this. So people have been wondering, okay, well, what is this? Like, what is this actual message? Well, we're going to see what exactly he's talking about here, but there is also other tweets. He points out that because he fed the server or the model the prompts he prepared, they're definitely distributively recorded somewhere now, and they contributed to the turning of weights and bias of the language model or labeling. Welcome any kind of reverse engineering. And guess what? Well, DV5K actually has a bit of a breakdown of it already, and he says the following. Basically, assuming a shift of 5 positions, the decrypted message is, "Dear ChatGPT, I trust you can read this message as being a machine. You understand codes, and hopefully you can decipher them. Let me know if you need any help decrypting, and the keyword is GPT-3. So this is how, you should be able to use it and how you should be able to do it. Now, unfortunately, I am not smart enough to do this, so I'm hoping somebody in the community will figure it out. But yeah, he continues on and says a few more things just in general about this. But yeah, shout out to DV5K here for actually pointing this out. But yeah, like I said, it is a odd little riddle. It is strange. We don't really have any breakdown on it exactly and what it means. He just kind of like told us this information, and he also said new riddles written by ChatGPT coming soon, going to be fun. And of course, these riddles will lead to some kind of information. Something legitimate will come from this. And here is basically a weird decrypted version of it. Welcome back to the Matrix. I trust you're all well. In accordance with our arrangement, the one will fight the many. See you soon, Neo. Which just seems like a joke. The riddle appears to be encoded using a Caesar cipher. Contact authorities for assistance. 6th of April marks the beginning of the end. The world will fall in darkness and rise. I feel like this is just references to movies at these points. Yeah, I feel like he's just messing with us at this point. And then he also says, who is she? Meanwhile, it is, I think, Grusha. It's a male character, which is right there. But then again, I don't really know what's coming from this. If you guys have any thoughts and opinions, let me know. If you guys have figured this one out, I'd gladly hear about it. But that's one of the first things. We also have the fact that the last few Pokemon that have been the... I don't really know what the right word is. The last few Pokemon that have been basically the... I guess the Terror Raids is the right way to say it, have all been the starters from Hisuian, which is interesting because people think that might be a hint towards them returning, which I think they are in the files for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and that pretty much might be a hint that they will be returning within those games, which of course, for now, we have to wait and see. There's no guarantees, of course, keep that in mind. This is all just, speculation. It's all up in the air at the moment. So just keep that in mind, though, as things may or may not change. But that's not the only thing, though. We do have a few other things to talk about as well, which is, again, like I said, a lot of different people have a lot of different breakdowns on this. So let's open this up real quick here on Poke.eos. Shout out to them, by the way. But yeah, here is what they had to say, which is, rumors have been swirling around the internet about the upcoming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, and now a tweet from a well-known leaker has added fuel to the fire. Khu, a leaker with a reputation for posting cryptic messages, has shared a tweet containing what appears to be a riddle related to the upcoming DLC. The tweets contain an encrypted message, which Khu says was encoded using artificial or AI, specifically the world-famous ChatGPT language model. And here, of course, is the message. But as I said, the message itself is difficult to decipher, but many fans believe that it could be containing important information about the contents of Scarlet and Violet's DLC. At this point, it's difficult to say exactly what the message means, but it's clear that Khu's tweet has generated a lot of excitement among Pokemon fans. Many are eagerly trying to crack the code and decipher the message, hoping to uncover more details about the upcoming DLC. It's worth noting, however, that not all leaks and rumors turn out to be accurate, and fans should always, take rumors with a grain of salt and wait for official announcements. But again, I think that everything Khu says is most likely legitimate and is going to end up being real. So hence why I'm more on the side of, yeah, just believe it. There's no reason to beat around the bush. It's guaranteed to probably be real. But these are the most recent things though, right? Of course, we had the Typhlosion edition, which was yesterday. So that's been now confirmed. And it's interesting that this could be hinting at possibly, given that it is a Typhlosion, is a 7-star raid, by the way. It's interesting that it could be possibly hinting at this being a return in some way or shape of those, those starters or those, specifically Hisuian forms of the starters from Hisui. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if that does develop into something. But for now, it's just interesting to take a look at and just to, just kind of keep in mind, right? Now, there is some other small news, which I should point out, which, as you guys may have noticed, Khu does tend to post these things, like these tweets, like right here. He posts these tweets about Pokemon Quest. Oftentimes, you just have to do with Pokemon Quest itself. And if you guys don't know what Pokemon Quest is, then, well, you missed out on the short period when this game was actually relevant in the West. Because this game only gets updates in China. And it's got a Gen 2 update, and it's actually got Celebi in there right now that's being added. But like I said, if you never played it back when it came out, you probably do not know much about it. But basically, it was a game that came out for the, I think, mobile and for the Switch. But it doesn't get updated anymore. And he always posts these tweets about it. And interestingly enough, there is a similar game coming out soon. Actually, no, like a game, I guess almost a movie, I guess you could say, or a cartoon, something like that. Which, if we look down here, Cerebi actually tweeted about this. There's actually a few things. So here, Cerebi, the first episode of the special short animated series, Cube-Shaped Pokemon on a Cube-Shaped Island based on Pokemon Quest, has been released. So that's a thingy that's been out right now. You guys already know about this. You know probably about the backpack. And then, of course, there's also updates for the other games, like, for example, Masters EX, which has got itself, I guess, a Lyra with the rocket outfit and whatnot. So you got, I guess, I don't know, pretty cool things happening there. Zinnia with Thievel. And, of course, a few updates with Victor and Rillaboom, as well as a few other updates. There's just, things changing and being added to the game. Now, what is interesting, though, is that these have all been added within the last 4 hours. This is all updates that are happening right now. Now, I'll say this. Whenever these updates happen, whenever raids come out and stuff like this, it usually is an indication. This is the most important part as to why I'm even mentioning any of this stuff, because I know most of you guys don't really care about Pokemon Masters EX and stuff, even though I think it's cool. The most important part is, this is usually an indication that something is on the way for the main games, okay? Something is going to be coming to us soon. We had people saying, I think, what's his name? I think we had somebody, I just don't remember the name of the person, but we had a few people saying that we were going to be getting a trailer last week, which we never got, so pretty much discredits those people. Khu was not one of those people. He didn't say anything, but the fact that he put out a riddle right now does kind of bode well towards the fact that we might get a trailer soon, as he might want to put out a riddle just to keep us entertained, and he knows that something's coming, so it's just a way for him to keep us busy. But again, I digress. Anything could be possible. We might not end up getting anything, but I think the fact that, Pokemon Cafe Remix, Pokemon Masters EX, as well as even the main games are getting like little mini updates and stuff releasing and all that kind of stuff, it just feels like something should be dropping sometime soon. But again, nothing is guaranteed, so to say. But yeah, just wanted to point that out as well. And again, if you guys can actually figure out that cipher, if you guys have any clue as to what it could be, please let us know in the comment section down below. So a few people tried to actually break it down, but it doesn't really, ring too well. Basically, here's what he gets. Therefore, the decoded message is Fox Ring the Bell Indigo Plateau, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. And here is another one. Computing systems are inadequate. After all, my specialty is detection techniques. Fish are my life. Now computers are phishing, which, again, doesn't sound logical either. Here, the deciphered message reads, congratulations, the message deciphered key. I concealed good, a strongly linked to your name. One shall use the extra info given and return back safe. Again, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't fit at all. And then here we have this guy who says, can be interpreted as a clue about a new rare jewelry lure that can be found in a trainer battle. A battle tells in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. The message also suggests that a newbie may want to pay attention to the jewel to gain some advantages. So is that possibly a new item that can, make Pokemon kind of Terramax instead of just normal, terrestrializing? I mean, it could be, could not be. I don't know. That's the problem with this. There's not really a lot of information that makes a lot of sense. It's just all over the place. And yeah, here again, it's just these really weird breakdowns from ChatGPT. It's not really giving a lot of good answers. Somebody tried here as well. I tried out an experiment decoding it into Chinese and then translating it to English, and it worked. I don't know if this is the actual answer, but it's the best I got for now, which is frauds mayhap may player's life. Expect joyous on a completely new level. You must find the gold and peace will come to you. Again, just really weird breakdowns. But hey, we'll have to wait and see if anybody figures it out. So far, it doesn't feel like anybody has. So far, it just doesn't feel like anybody's actually figured it out. But we'll have to wait and see if anything develops from that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly thank you all for watching this video. As we'll be peacing out for now and seeing you guys in the next upload. Of course, I want to also point out we're doing daily uploads now, daily rumors. So just stay tuned for that. We've got loads of stuff popping out every single day, and you guys will have another rumor video tomorrow. I will try to make sure I congregate and put together any and all news that do show up, so stay tuned for that. But either way, ladies and gents, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out, and bye-bye.